Second most famous.
It's the Cavs and Knicks for a spot in the NBA Finals. Game 1 from the Garden an hour from now. Welcome to NBA Tip-Off presented by AT&T. We're in Studio J here in Atlanta. It's the Inside the NBA crew, along with Chuck and Kenny and Shaq, Ernie Johnson. So what's the most famous?
Well, there's three that's up for debate. Boston's arena and, of course, my LA arena. So
Stop it.
But it's Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square
the world's
Garden.
most famous
I'm
arena.
actually with Shaq. You just can't say
Yeah,
y'all
you
the
just
number
can't
one
say-
arena. in the world.
Okay, give me the arena.
Boston Garden.
TD Garden?
The TD Garden.
No, not that. The old one.
The
It's
old
not
one.
even
And the Forum.
existing.
And the Forum.
The Forum?
Forum,
This
yeah.
doesn't exist.
Those were great arenas.
But it transferred to the Staples Center.
Has
Transferred.
Muhammad Ali ever
not
fought?
everything. It hasn't transferred.
Has Muhammad Ali ever fought there?
It's a great arena.
He fought Joe Frazier. What are you talking about?
It's a great arena.
And we were there last year for the
And it was exciting.
conference finals.
It's
and
exciting when
there was
Knicks are
such a
doing
buzz
well.
in that place. Man alive. Can't wait for this thing to start. The Cavs have gone the distance in their first two series, besting Toronto and the top seed Detroit in 7. The Knicks, meantime, have won 7 in a row, coming off a sweep of the Sixers, and have had 8 nights off. And if you're curious, and I know you are, teams coming off a sweep are 19-4 in series against teams coming off a 7-game series. Let's hear from both teams heading into Game 1.
Would rather not have a 9-day break. You're in a good rhythm, and then obviously you got to kind of just sit there and wait and those kind of things. So, I don't know. Ideally, if it was a 3 or 4 day break, that would be nice, but there's good points and bad points.
I think experience always is able to teach you a lot of lessons. I think this time around, we know what we have to do. It's obviously not going to be easy at all, but I think being able to close games and close quarters are going to be really important for us. We just got to be prepared and got to understand what we have to do the entire game for 48 minutes. Win or lose, have short-term memory.
I had dinner with Dan Gilbert. He goes, you know who the key to this whole thing is? I was thinking Harden, Mitch. He goes, the key to this whole thing, the spark of this is Jared Allen. I said, really? Sometimes you have, people who observe from afar, plus Dan knows the team well and knows these guys. Sometimes you have to be reminded. That was great by Dan. He hit it on the head. He was prophetic.
The fact that you guys got through this Game 7, you've reached the conference finals, is that proof that this group works?
I've felt this way since we got here, right? We can't really look at it and say, all right, we did it. We got to the conference finals. That's not the end all. Even when you guys have asked me all season, to Jay's credit, like, do we believe? Yeah. We're always going to have bumps in the road, but it's how we stick together. We'll go to war with each other any day of the week.
Modelo, fight for victory, and you see the Cavs at 8-6 going the distance in those two series. New York, after falling behind Atlanta 2-1 in the first round, have won everything since then, and are 8-2 in the post. Look at that point differential, better than 19, and again 7 straight wins. In your mind, Kenny, what does this series hinge on?
There's a plethora of talent on both sides. I don't think there is a clear-cut advantage because one of the things that both teams, when they struggle, they've been able to be defended. And so Jalen Brunson won't have an issue going against either Donovan Mitchell or James Harden because of size. So, but on the other end, those two won't have an issue going against him because of size. So they can all get what they want. And OG Anunoby is probably, to me, for the Knicks, is the missing piece. If Charles is saying Jared Allen, I know that's where he's going to go. Yeah. That's where the owner, Dan Gilbert, went. I'm going to go with, on the Knicks side, OG Anunoby, what he does and how he impacts the game.
We'll get everybody's thoughts on this in just a second. We are joined, however, by a special guest here as we tip things off. Max Strus.
Don't look me in the eyes, y'all.
Joining us from the Garden in New York. Hey, Max, look, man.
What's up, Charles? How we doing, man? You good?
I'm doing great, man. Hey, Max.
You sound like an eighth-grade girl.
Hey, Max, wait just a second.
Okay.
Sound like an eighth-grade girl. Hey, Max.
Max, we're gonna get this out of the way before we go any further. Then we're gonna talk hoops. So, did you hear what the Chuckster said? Were you told what the Chuckster said? Would you like to hear it again? Yeah. So.
No. We're good. We can leave it at that. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, Chuck. Why don't you, just for the folks at home who may not have Seen it.
I just said that's a good-looking man right there. You got to give him his flowers. Hey, Max, I'm gonna be serious on
Hey,
basketball.
it's only
folks.
weird. It's only weird if they make it weird, Charles. But you're good, man.
Thank you,
I appreciate the
Thank you.
compliment.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's weird. It's weird
Max,
all
first
over.
of all, number one, you've been a knockdown shooter for a long time. But I got to give you some flowers on your defense in the last series. Have you made a conscious effort defensively to get better? Because obviously we know you're a great shooter, but your defense was spectacular, moving your feet and everything.
You surprised by that?
Yes, I'm surprised by that.
No, it's all good. No, I mean defense keeps you on the floor. That's what I want to do. I want to play. I want to be in the most crucial moments. So I got to be able to guard. You got to be able to defend in this league, and I've been making that a point of emphasis since I've been in the NBA. So I'm glad I could do it. I'm just stepping up in any way possible to help our team win and try to make an impact.
Max, you guys in the last 2 games have been so Jekyll and Hyde. I mean, you have a chance to close things out at home and you lose to the Pistons by, 21, and then you go to Detroit and you win Game 7 by 31. How do you make sure Jekyll shows up tonight?
It's an everyday battle. We just got to show up, play our game. We know what we do. We know what works. We know what the recipe is, so we just got to come out and do it. It's really that simple. Play with force, play with energy and effort, and when we do those things, we're usually pretty good. So we just got to find a way to do it every single night and piggyback off of James and Don and our 2 bigs, and then go from there and just find a way to win each and every night.
In the last series with the pressure being on James and Donovan, who was the voice in the locker room and what was said to get you guys to come out and win by 31 points?
We got a lot of voices. We got a lot of guys that have been here, have won, have been in the playoffs. We got Dennis Schroeder at the line. He's been here in the NBA for 13 years. James has been here for a while now. So there's a lot of guys that are stepping up, being vocal, sharing their experiences, and just trying to chip in and give whatever we can to get an advantage. And everybody in the locker room has been vocal. Everybody has been stepping up, and we'll just keep relying on each other and what we have in this locker room.
Well, Max, I'm just so happy that your 8th grade crush had an opportunity to have his bromance with you at this time. But overall, when you walk into a game, and sometimes your FGAs are over double digits and sometimes they're singular, how can you tell early what your role is going to be by what the defense is doing? What are they doing to make your role increase?
That's part of being a role player. That's the life I live. I don't know what each game is going to bring. I just try to impact it in any way I see fit. Whenever I get on the floor, whether I'm starting or coming off the bench, just try to get a feel of it, whether it's going to be my night getting shots or it's not going to be my night getting shots. And whether it is or isn't, it's where else can I make an impact? What else can I do to help our team win? And that's either rebounding, defending, making other plays for other players, screening, getting guys open. Being a role player is being adaptable, and I think I've made a career out of being adaptable and finding a way to help teams win and being a impactful player in any way possible, whether that's shooting, any aspect of the game. Just try to find whatever we need that night.
Well, you've impacted our show. Yeah. Yes.
Hey, Max, really, really good of you to spend some time with us, and we appreciate it very much. Barkley when he sees Tom Brady versus Max Strus. Okay. We've ridden this horse just about long enough.
Yes, we have.
So, Max, again, thanks for your time. Have a great game tonight, Game 1 at the Garden.
All right. Appreciate it, fellas.
Appreciate you.
Oh, my goodness.
There you go. What, you need a towel for that?
No, Jason Kidd just got fired.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, here you go.
Man, that's a shocker there.
Yes, it is. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Just came on my phone.
Yeah.
How do we know it's real?
Just from the Bleacher Report.
Hey, Shams. Hey, Shams.
It's not Shams.
Good stuff.
hey. Man, that's a shocker right there.
It is. Back to this game. We talked about what he thinks the series hinges on. When you go big men in this series, when you go Allen and Mobley, you go Cat, Mitchell Robinson. Is that where this series is decided, Shaq?
I think the success of the Knicks, of course, you talk about Brunson and Anunoby, but to me, it's always been Cat You know, he's played, the first series he played okay. They got spanked around a little bit. They woke back up. The last series he's played phenomenally, whether it's passing, whether it's shooting, he's playing really, really good basketball. I expect him to be aggressive. They had 8-9 days off. If I'm the Knicks, I'm coming out with a lot of energy. A lot of people say sometimes when you have that many days off, there's a little rust. Doesn't matter if you come out with the energy. I don't want to hear no excuses of getting tired. My man Victor Wembanyama played 45 minutes last night. The whole team should be able to go 48 minutes. You have 8 days off, but he has to play well. I look for him to dominate. I like the Knicks in this series.
But to me, it always comes down to Jared Allen and Mobley. I think the difference, to me, the difference in those two guys, Mobley can be overpowered. I've seen him get overpowered a couple times in the playoffs. Jared Allen is not going to get overpowered. He is. It's frustrating watching him play at times because he's been so huge in both Game 7s, but he's like a modern day player. There's no way this dude should be averaging 13 and 7. That's not even. He should be an 18, 19, 9, 10, 11 guy easily because he's one of the most talented big men we have in the NBA. In that Game 7 when he had like 26 and 7.
He had 23, which was a career playoff high.
And he should get 20 most of the time. But Mobley, I like Mobley, but to me he can get overpowered because he got a skinny frame. I love Jared Allen, and I love what Dan Gilbert says. When I'm watching the Cavs, I'm like, man, Jared Allen is the guy who to me, the thermometer of that team.
I don't know. I hear what you're saying, but when someone does something consistently, that's who they are. He is a guy who, to me, is a 15-point scorer. I don't know where the other, because he doesn't stretch the floor with the three, he doesn't shoot the mid-range. I don't know if he can score enough baskets. But he can. He does affect the game on the defensive end, and he does affect it on the rebounding end as well. So I know you're a rebounder, and you look at that as well, but I think Jared is a 15-point scorer.
Yeah, but when he plays, when he gets 20, I think we saw that when he gets a double-double, he should be more than a double-double guy.
Yeah, but the difference is they have to get him 20 because he's not a go-to guy. Like they're not calling plays. But he has to get a lot of dribbles, they got to get him going.
That's what I think the difference in this team is. When you add, if Donovan passes it to him and James passes it to him, he won't be what I call a floater. When you don't get him involved, he floats around. You got to make a conscious effort to get him involved if you're the Cavs.
More on this game as we go here on NBA Tip-Off. And as Chuck just alerted us as we were finishing the Max Strus.
Oh, he beat you, Shams.
Now you see how it feels, Shams.
I don't
you see how it feels, Shams.